Hello, you are with me, the voice of ability for persons with disability. United Nations statistics estimate that over 600 million people live with disability globally, and over 400 million people live with disability in Africa. 40% of Africa's population are made up of people living with disability. 10 to 15% of school-age children in Africa live with disability. Ghana's population is over 32 million, and 8% are people living with disability. How does this impact on persons with disability in terms of policy formulation, marriage and family life, education, healthcare, employment, and so on? For those of us in the disability community, discrimination and stigmatization is the root cause of almost every challenge we face. However, success only comes to those who know how to overcome their challenges and not those who know how to avoid challenges. So join me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability, as I navigate my way through the riveting stories, the unbelievable experiences, and the life-transforming journeys of persons with disability on the Helping Hand TV show. Hello and welcome to another inspiring edition of the Helping Hand TV show, where we seek to throw the spotlight on the abilities of persons with disability. And like I say, you're welcome. Welcome to my world where disability is not inability. H4P is 12 years old. To God be the glory. Great things he has done and greater things he will do. We have an exciting episode for you today, Ben, but I'll go for a quick commercial break. When I come back, I'll introduce you to my guest and I'll introduce you to the episode for today. Stay tuned.
We'll be right back.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the H4P Organization is 12 years old. Hooray! And H4P, as part of the 12th anniversary, has launched the Chill Awards. The Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards is the Chill Awards.
The Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards is an award scheme instituted by the H4P Organization to honor and acknowledge people who contribute significantly towards national development and especially the development of the disability community.
Is the Chill Awards. Eligibility to winning the Chill Awards, it's in the following categories. 1. The individual, group or organization who has contributed to the sports and the entertainment landscape in the disability community. 2. In the area of education. And 3. In entrepreneurship. Is the Chill Awards, the Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards, and the call to application will soon be made available on the H4P Organization's website, h4porganization.org, Chill Awards website, chillawards.com, Helping Hand website, helpinghandshow.com, and on our social media platforms. Or call +233 209 555 777 or +233 596 313 338 or +233 277 552 208 is the Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards, the Chill Awards.
Chill Awards.
The Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards, the Chill Awards.
Chill Awards.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, you are with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability, and today I want to introduce you to someone with so much ability. Some people call her the greatest friend, others call her the sweet companion, and others still call her the faithful worker. She is dependable, reliable, and adorable, and she's committed to lending you a helping hand anytime, anywhere. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome DV Cleaners.
DV Cleaners Alata Samuna Shower Gels, DV Cleaners Aloe Vera Shower Gels, DV Cleaners Body Lotions, DV Cleaners Hair Shampoos, DV Cleaners Hair Conditioners, DV Cleaners Liquid Detergents, DV Cleaners Hand Wash, DV Cleaners Floor Cleaners, DV Cleaners Toilet Cleaners, DV Cleaners Cake Soaps, and now introducing DV Cleaners Hand Sanitizers. For bulk purchase, call us on +233 278 308 246 or +233 244 467 326. DV Cleaners, one of the top most made in Ghana products. DV Cleaners, proudly Ghanaian.
And so remember that anytime you purchase any of the DV Cleaners range of products, you are lending a helping hand to a person with disability, and you are supporting H4P Organization's special advocacy for persons with disability. DV Cleaners,
Nature's finest touch.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show with me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability. This is the special edition where we are looking at H4P at 12. 12 years of hard and wise work have come to pass, and we have ahead of us many more years. But we want to look at just the first 12 years from now. I have the PR team of the H4P organization with me, Mr. Philip Tete and Miss Sharon Tete. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you, Bishop.
You actually fulfilled your promise that you will be with me again. Thank you so much. Just like H4P, we always fulfill our promise, bringing dignity to disability. Thank you so much. Your anniversary, phenomenal. 12 years is not a joke.
Not at all.
12 years can define everything. 12 years. Can I find out from you what has been some of the most challenging times within these 12 years?
So I would begin by talking about the lack of funds. Because like we said in previous interviews, when it comes to ideas, H4P don't lack ideas. Somehow God has blessed us with wisdom and ideas to be able to improve the disability community.
And because of our genuine love to bring dignity to disability, it makes that easier. You know, when you genuinely love, you are creative. You know?
And for me, the uniqueness of the things that we come up with, and you realize that you observe what is happening in the lives of regular people or persons without visible disability, then the wisdom to notice that there is no provision for persons with disability in this area of life. Okay, so H4P, let's get to work and create something, because all we are doing is to create an all-inclusive society. So if there is an existing structure that persons with disability can fit in, we create one that can accommodate them, exclusively dedicated to them, because we want them to have that dignity, that they are not supposed to be afterthoughts. They are part of society. And at the end of the day, they are going to contribute significantly. In fact, some are actually contributing significantly, and through the works of the H4P organization, others are being challenged and motivated to see the need to equally contribute significantly towards national development. So when you have a project that you have set up, you're about to execute it, and the timelines for the execution is up, then the almighty money issue, the funds, as you are expecting, because you've certain things you've sent out various sponsorship letters, and I mean, some would promise that they would adhere to it or they would support, then at the final minutes they turn us down. That is where things become difficult. But the bright side of it is that at the end of the day, we end up achieving these projects. But that emotional trauma we have to go through, those struggles we have to go through,
financial trauma,
you know, that financial trauma. But I like to salute the leadership of our CEO. Yes, sincerely, the fact that the unity created in the organization. So the focus is not because we are there to gain money. The focus is that we are there to give. It's not that we don't want money. We seriously want money. But because the focus is set right, when these distractions come, when these seemingly difficult and challenging moments come, the unity in our midst is what strengthens us, and somehow God comes through for us, and we are able to surmount them. So that has been, if you ask me, I don't know what Sharon would say, but it is one of the major challenges, financial challenge. And you see, sometimes people don't believe it, Bishop, because we end up achieving the thing, and you don't have any idea of what has happened behind the scenes, the weeping that has happened, all the things that have happened behind the scenes, and all you know is that something has been successfully achieved, and that is the beauty of this whole journey.
So Sharon, let me find out from you. H4P now has become like the equalizer in the disability community. What is not there, H4P will make sure there is that kind of thing. Recently, you launched the Chill Awards.
Yes. The very first ever.
The very first ever. I mean, there are various awards that go on, and H4P has again become the equalizer. I mean, taking it upon herself to do this. Chill Awards, Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards. We began talking about that last
Yes,
week.
we did.
This phenomenal woman, Christina Ananso Hackman. Tell me something.
You know, I was going through the interview, and I was saying to myself that, oh, we have not done this woman justice at all.
You mean the interview with Uncle Moses,
With
right?
Uncle Moses. And I was saying, this woman has left an indelible mark on us.
Yeah.
For those of us who were privileged to have worked in the organization where she was our patron, there were traits, leadership traits that we were not taught from home.
Yeah.
We learned this at the H4P organization. And we learned things like selflessness. We learned things like tenacity in spite of adversity. And I was saying to myself that we can go on and on and on about this woman, and we wouldn't even have touched a minute skill of her impact, you know, because her impact was peculiar. It was not just to us alone, but then through the organization to the world. And that is really massive, because if you do not know how this organization started and how it's kept faith all these years, you would not understand why we would name such a prestigious award after her. But thankfully, we've started seeing sides to her that we never knew. Uncle Moses will say that she was an ordinary child. But look at how an ordinary child became an extraordinary visionary and leader. And through her leadership, the H4P organization continues to impact the disability community. So to talk about Mrs. Christina,
you know the funny thing is the fact that she never wanted to be at the forefront of.
Not at all.
Bishop, as I was speaking, I said to myself that if Mommy had been around, she would even dare say that we shouldn't name that word after her. Because she was the leader who led from behind. And it's not that we never appreciated, we actually appreciated her. She never allowed us the opportunity to go public, but we know how priceless she was to us. Now that you don't have a mommy to spank you at the back, then why have you made my name public? we thought that the kind of life she had lived, if many more people get to know about it, and we are actually replicating it in honor of her memory. She was an exceptional leader, and her level of sacrifice. Somebody that doesn't have but would make sure that you have. She is in a state that she needs to be comforted, and she abandons or ignores it, and she rather would be the one to comfort. We say something at the H4P organization that God gave us two hands, one to help yourself and the other to help others. And you put it beautifully that when it comes to Mama Christina Ananso Hackman, she used both hands for others. And these are traits we've learned as an organization.
Very selfless.
We don't have, but we make sure that things happen in the lives of other people. And as long as we can see the joy, the smiles on the faces of families, of persons with disability, parents that have been stressed out as a result of taking care of their child, I mean, seeing that satisfaction. And we learned this, we gleaned this from our mom.
And she lived it on a daily basis.
And why would we not come up with an award scheme? And as much as we miss her so much, it gives us the strength to know that she's still with us. Because the criteria to even win this award are characteristics she exhibited, and we think that we can keep this to ourselves, because as an organization, every strength we have, we glean from her qualities, her exceptional leadership qualities.
And I must say that because of her, the H4P organization has gained a certain shape, the shape of kindness. And you have always said this, that everybody understands kindness. The blind understand kindness. The deaf they may not hear, but they can understand kindness. And so we have gained this image, kindness.
Kindness is a universal language.
It's a universal
so the blind can see, the deaf can hear, the intellectual disabled can understand. Amazing.
And we are able to stand on our feet today because this woman exhibited kindness throughout her life. I was saying that even though she didn't want us to talk about her publicly, it was in plan to have still awarded her and still honored her while she lived. Unfortunately, we didn't get to the first event, and then she was taken from us. But she left us with a legacy that can never be forgotten. And for that, we can never say thank you enough. And so naming the prestigious Chill Awards after her, it's only as a matter of course. Because who else would you name it after? She was the one who was a beacon of hope to this organization, and through this organization became a beacon of hope to others. And sometimes when we sit and talk about this, if you're watching us for the first time, you might be wondering, what are these people talking about? But in Ghana, everyone who knows about disability cannot mention disability without mentioning H4P Organization. And for 12 solid years, we have consistently advocated for persons with disabilities. It is not a small feat. And to have such a visionary leader encouraging the organization, even when there was no funds, like my brother would say, and there was no means, she would always find a way to help us find a way to make a way. And so to name the prestigious Chill Awards after her, we are right on point.
Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards, the Chill Awards, has to do with impact and it has to do with leadership. Well, I'm going to go for 60-second success with the bishop. I'll be right back, so stay tuned.
Success is a product of hard and wise work. Here's 60-second success with the bishop. Stay tuned.
Welcome to 60-second success with the bishop. Today, I want to speak to you about an important success ingredient called the law of progress. The law of progress is your decision to take a step forward in every area of your life. Your decision to take a step forward in every area of your life. Success is a milestone that is achieved after continuous struggles, hard work, pains, motivation, failures, and repeated efforts. Success, my friend, is a journey made up of failures and successes in life. And those who never see success are those who decide to stand at one place in life, those who refuse to progress. If you really want to be successful, then you have to take a step forward. You have to decide to progress in every area of your life. Every day, make a determination to take a step forward in everything you do, and success will be yours. Thank you.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show with me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability. We are discussing H4P at 12 and the major project H4P has come up with, the Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards, named after that phenomenal woman, Mrs. Christina Nanswa Hackman. I have the PR team of the H4P organization here with me, Mr. Philip Tete and Ms. Sharon Tete. Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome again.
Thank you so much.
We are talking about the importance of naming these prestigious awards after Mrs. Christina Hackman. Last week we began it. Today I'm going to let you see the other half of that interview I had with Uncle Moses. The reason I do this is so that we have a perspective that we wouldn't have had for me as a son, and for you as workers, and for the general public having to live with a patron. You wouldn't see that side. He lived with her. He grew up with her. He knows certain aspects that we would never have known. That's why I go for that clip. So I'm going to go for that interview. Then we'll come back and talk about it. There's an interview with Mr. Moses Ando. Stay tuned. The Ando family is a music family. I grew up knowing that all the men could play the keyboard, the piano, and the women would sing. First of all, let me find out, how did it happen that all of you, the men, were playing the piano?
Our father played the keyboard. At that time, it was this harmonium. He had ordered one, I believe, through the post office then, and he had it at home. And I saw him play at Kojokrum Methodist Church.
So was it compulsory for the guys to also learn?
I don't think it was compulsory, but I think for me, I picked it up from, because we had the harmonium at home. It was one of the avenues that we had, I mean, just to be playing with it. And I remember in Form 4, I was allowed to play on the school pipe organ. It was stuck somewhere up there. You had to climb a steep ladder, go behind the pipes, and then sit down before this thing. It was one of the very good experiences that I cherish. Dinah, myself, Chrissy, we joined the choir and then the guild. There was a Methodist guild. Our elder sister, Fosti and Julie, were also members of the choir at our Swansea. Sammy was also a member of the choir. So it's like it ran through the family to serve in the church choir. I don't remember seeing my elder brother, playing the organ, but he could play. None of the sisters, I never saw them play, but they could sing. Fosti, Julie, and Diana all sang the soprano, but it was Christy alone who sang alto. I don't know why, but she was very good. She was very good, alto. The voice was good, and it came naturally for her. And you could, her singing was very clear. You could hear what she was singing. Alto was one of the voice parts that I loved. I believe it was through her singing that I came to like alto. I never sang it myself. I sang tenor most of the time, and but apart from playing, I also was involved in teaching as choir master, if you may put it that way, or this thing, and I've been doing that up to today.
Let me find out from you, say, some qualities that baby had that really surprised me. Number one, her ability to remember birthdays. What can you say about that?
That's a tough one. It was incredible. In fact, she would call and wish you a happy birthday even before you yourself became aware that the day was your birthday. I wonder if she had a small notebook somewhere in which she was writing, keeping all these things. But for us siblings, for our children, I don't think she ever missed any birthday. When she started, it's difficult for me to do it, but I believe it came around more during the time that she had these health challenges. Yes. But she had been somebody who was very good. It was easy for her to make friends. Quite easy. In fact, I don't know how she got it, maybe from our parents or from the elder sisters. My mother was also somebody who made friends quite easily. The old man, my father, was also somebody who, maybe because of his vocation as a local preacher, as staff of the railway, interacting with people, I believe it was from her parents that she developed this very good and incredible way of making friends so easily. And I believe it was also what got her to remember birthdays. Because sometimes it's good if you can remember some events in people's lives talk about them, laugh about them, cry about them. And the friend would be a bit amazed how, because they wouldn't remember that this was the event that is on now, and it was rather she who would remind you about those events.
Another thing that fascinates me about Baby is her ability to check up on people.
Yeah.
She would call, checking up on you, how you are doing, and all that. Did you find that fascinating also?
Yes. Yes. It's a way of keeping friends.
Okay.
Right. And for her in particular, she had quite a number of friends. If some of them were my own friends.
Okay.
If I may go back a little, as long as where we stayed longest, we had very close friends.
Okay.
She had a set of friends who became ours also.
Okay.
Because she was younger. They came home as and when. You wouldn't invite them, but they would come home and you would have a good laugh, a good play. You would go to their house, you would have a good time, and so on. So it was quite, I would call them a family at Swansea especially.
Okay.
So this group of people transcended age or peer groupings.
Okay.
From our elder sisters, our elder brothers, their age mates and groups like that. We knew all of them, and I believe Christy was much better at approaching them. I mean, she was not.
Of the family.
I mean, she was much better at approaching people, elderly.
Yeah.
In that sense, she was a lot.
Well, sorry I had to cut through that interview. I would go for the music segment. When I come back, I promise on my honor to bring you back the interview. It's a Helping Hand TV show. Stay tuned.
It's the music segment on the Helping Hand TV show.
Mama Yeshira Ejo Nyamye O Nyame wo fata Aye Mama Yeshira Ejo Nyamye O Nyame wo fata Mame Sumika Osenasio Sumika Adia Yesu Ayamame Rani Usa Yeyi Sumika Sumika Osa Adia Yesu Ayamame Rade Wusa Yeyi Mitsumika Me Sumika Osa Yeyo Me Mitsumika Osa Nasyo Adia Yesu Ayamame Rade Wusa Yeyi Rade Wusa Yeyo Rade Wusa Wusa Yeyi Nane Rade Wusa Yeyi Wongwana Wusa Yeyo Rade Wusa Yeyi Wusa Yeyo Rade Wusa Yeyi Wusa Yeyo Rade Wusa Yeyi Wusa Yeyo Rade Wusa
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show. Mrs. Christina Ananswa Hackman, a woman of honor, a woman of kindness, a woman of love, integrity, determination, creativity. Well, I'm going to go back into the interview because I made a promise. When we come back, we'll talk some more. Stay tuned. Let me find out your thoughts about this other incredible thing about her. How she related with your children, her nieces and nephews. I found it fascinating. What are your thoughts on that?
Baby always called to find out what we're doing or what we're going through, what was happening to us, and it translated to her in her asking about our children also. And she became very fond of the children.
Yeah.
She would call them not by the quote unquote the Christian names, but the names they were given. Pani,
Yeah.
like she used to, Charlie,
Yeah.
she would call you. She would call Baba, she would call Nweki, she would call Dekua. Children who are much older, Baba and Ejando,
Yeah.
like that. I think it was something in her, maybe like a motherly instinct or a motherly attitude, which she extended to each and every one, wanting to know how they were doing in school, health-wise. If she got to know somebody, one of the children was not well, she would keep asking about her condition. Is it improving? Is it? And I believe that she would not just be asking that, but she would be praying.
Yeah.
But she had that attitude and a care for the children, nephews, and nieces as they are. Just to know that they were doing well.
Yeah.
They were not in any kind of mishap or any trouble or any health challenges.
As we round up, let's find out, Baby. How would you remember Baby?
I remember her as someone who loved life. She really fought to stay alive, if I may put it that way. She fought very hard. There were instances where she was in hospital. I remember one case in a police hospital. That time, she was almost gone. We visited her in the hospital, and it was really tough seeing her in that condition. She was somebody, as I said, who loved life, and she wouldn't want you to, she wouldn't say it, but she wouldn't want you to feel pity or sad about her condition. No. She would keep you at ease. She would give you something to calm you down.
Crack jokes here and there.
Yes. And then she will ask about people. She will ask about your children. She will ask about your wife or your husband. She will ask so that you don't focus on her condition. And if you are quiet, she would keep saying something to you. If you are quiet, she will think that, oh, you are pitying her too much, or you are. So she will keep you this thing. She will never let you feel that, oh, she was in pain or she was this thing. So she was quite a fighter, and she was somebody also who wanted people to be themselves. One of the things that she did in these last few months, she wouldn't, I don't know if it was everybody, but she would tell you her condition. She told me a couple of times. And but she would not let you feel that it was hopeless. You wouldn't get that feeling from Baby. She will never get that feeling from Baby. In spite of all that, the fighting spirit, the desire to know how people were getting on, she still maintained, if I may put it, she was still human. A tough fighter, somebody who cared deeply about, if I may put it, relations including people she had come to know, friends, because she had that capacity. She would give you some advice. I haven't talked about that, but she was somebody who would want to help if she could. She did not make demands on people. She didn't make demands on people. Even when you saw a need and you wanted to help, it would be difficult for her to accept. And when she accepted, her appreciation knew no bounds. Appreciation knew no bounds. So that is Baby, the way I've known her, the way she has been with us.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the H4P Organization is 12 years old. Hooray! And H4P, as part of the 12th anniversary, has launched the Chill Awards. The Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards is the Chill Awards.
The Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards is an award scheme instituted by the H4P Organization to honor and acknowledge people who contribute significantly towards national development and especially the development of the disability community.
Is the Chill Awards. Eligibility to winning the Chill Awards. It's in the following categories. 1. The individual, group or organization who has contributed to the sports and the entertainment landscape in the disability community. 2. In the area of education. And 3. In entrepreneurship. Is the Chill Awards, the Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards. And the call to application will soon be made available on the H4P Organization's website, h4porganization.org, Chill Awards website, chillawards.com, Helping Hand website, helpinghandshow.com, and on our social media platforms. Or call +233 209 555 777 or +233 596 313 338 or +233 277 552 208 is the Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards, the Chill Awards.
Chill Awards.
The Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards, the Chill Awards.
Chill Awards.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show. Well, this has been the special edition. H4P is 12 years old. H4P, after 12 solid years, have launched the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards, and we've been discussing this. The PR team of the H4P organization have been my very special guests, Mr. Philip Tete and Miss Sharon Tete. Just before we round up, greatness definitely is the result of making others great, and H4P, you've done it again. Chill Awards. How far do you think this would go? The impact it will make, the motivation it will bring, the inspiration it will create in the lives of the disability community, persons with disability?
So, Bishop, from the perspective of the H4P organization, for us, we are determined. We are settled. This is something we want to do in honor of the memory of Mrs. Christina Hackman. And every extent we would have to go to make sure that this is achieved. We are going to do it. And what we are looking forward in seeing in the disability community is that drive. And that is why we'll be engaging them. Not for them necessarily to only work towards getting the award, but for them to see the need to contribute significantly, because that is the focus. At the end of the day, it is the one who did extremely well that would receive the award, because we want our world to know and Ghanaians to know that persons with disability are not beggars. They are not a burden to the society. We want the disability community to know, as part of our educational program, that they can contribute valuably, and that's what we've been doing for the past 12 years. Now we are pushing them to take the step bright in the corner where you are, bright in the community where you are, bright in the family where you are. Keep doing something, because H4P is there to recognize it. Then we give you the needed support you need, so that you can do bigger things, because we started from nowhere. We started from the scratch. We came out of nothing, and we are doing so much. It means that you can equally do so, and that helps us to amplify our focus in throwing the spotlight on the abilities of persons with disabilities. So we are saying that this award scheme is going to, last for longer years, and a lot of changes are going to happen in the disability community in Ghana.
Definitely, at H4P, we are throwing the spotlight on the abilities of persons with disability, and we are bringing dignity to persons with disability. Special thanks to my very special guest today from the PR department of H4P Organization, Mr. Philip Tete and Miss Sharon Tete. And special thanks to the FCC family. My proud sponsors, DV Unlimited Company Limited. Thank you so much for keeping faith with us, and special thanks also goes to those who contribute to H4P through the mobile money system. We are so grateful. Your seeds, your efforts, your help is going a long way to lend a helping hand to somebody with disability. Thank you so much. This is all time would allow me. I would see you again same time next week. Until then, remember, disability is not inability. Take care of yourself, be good, and God bless you.
Awesome.